there's anything you are dying for and you want me to look for it, I'd be happy to.
I don't really
Very
use
sweet.
it that much. So, but I have friends who are very particular, and they, my husband was Orthodox for some time before I knew him, and he's not interested in going back to that, and I'm not gonna force him. So we did last time. We did the Order of the Seder, and I have not figured out how to get it off of my phone to get it to you, the sign. So my husband will help me, and then I'll send it to you.
I like the cover page. That's so pretty.
I just all I did was I grabbed a picture and put it on the slide. I have taken no credit for it. But it sure does look springy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Hi, Elaine. Welcome. Then we did the Order of the Seder.
Mhm.
Then we did the blessings over the food.
Yep.
And we did the 4 questions.
Mhm.
And today we are on to, there they are in English. And of course, I've seen different versions of this on people's backgrounds. And that was very cute. So we are on to the 10 plagues. So in my house, when we did the 10 plagues, when my father led the Seder, he would call it out and we would do our pinky. And also he speaks Ladino, so he would not only do it in Hebrew, but also in Spanish.
Oh, gosh.
So I don't know what they are, and I couldn't tell you. So I liked this graphics, and it's interesting because I actually have them for you. I had my 10 plagues puppets. Here they are. I have puppets, but when I went to use them for my class, they're not the same. They are a little bit different, but where's the camera? Here's the locust.
Looks like a crocodile.
But they don't always match up. It's somewhere around locusts, lice, animal. It gets all a little messed up, but so we'll try it. So do we have any volunteers to read someone to read the first? Go ahead. Hold on. I figured out that if I move this over a little bit, then I can see. No? All right. Over. Just call your name out if you have your hand up.
Ruth.
Ruth, go ahead.
Do I do right to left?
Yeah, we're gonna go down this column.
Oh, down column.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Dom, blood.
Yep.
Do another one?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Zephar de a.
Sephardea. There's an A under there.
Zephar dea.
Yeah.
Kinim.
You're right. Kinim, lice.
Arov.
Arov. So rage.
Arov.
Wild animals.
Dever.
Good job. Cattle disease. And these aren't nicely written. All the letters look exactly alike. And I'm kind of doing it on purpose also so that you don't get used to seeing one print, because your prayer book will look different. So it's a little challenging. Would someone like to pick up in the second column? Go ahead, Terry.
Shaheen.
Say that second sound again.
It's not Sheen.
This is a chet. So let me hear the
Oh, that's my problem. Okay.
You can do it.
Shaheen.
There you go.
Barad.
Hail.
Arbea.
Close. Try it again.
Arbe.
You just want to put a little pause for the resh. Arabe. Arabe.
Arbe.
Yep.
Hosheach.
Ho. So this first part is ho. Let's
Right.
just look at the second letter.
Shin.
Shin, right? And the vowel is?
It's not eh.
It is. Hoshech.
Hoshek,
Their favorite sound.
Hoshek.
It has it
Yeah.
at the beginning and the end. Double just for you, Terry. Hoshech.
I know.
Darkness.
I didn't grow up with that sound.
And the last one?
Ma hot,
He's got a cough drop, so his voice isn't scratchy.
mahat,
Mak.
mak,
It's a
mat,
cough.
mak,
Makat, right?
hot,
Uh,
b, ho, b, wrote.
Bechorot. Good job. Makat
Oh, good.
Bechorot. Slang of the firstborn.
Debbie, I have a question.
Al-
The first letter again of darkness, is that a het?
It is
Het?
a chet, initial chet, and a final chet.
Okay, so we both pronounce both of them. Cha.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to the question
Hoshek.
that a couple of you had. Well, we'll stay with this and I'll go answer your question from last time. So any questions about the 10 plagues?
could you go down the first column again?
Sure. Dam,
Oh my God.
Sifardea. Although sometimes the people run it together. Some people say Savardea, Sifardea. It's just how fast you run it together. Kinim,
Yep.
Arov,
Road.
Arov,
Arova.
Dever, Shechin, Barad, Arbe, Choshech, Makat, Bechorot. Now, if you can focus on reading while moving your pinky in the wine, it's like multitasking.
Well, do you do it where you put a sort of square piece of it, sort of a quarter of a like regular size paper, a napkin, and put it under the wine glass and put that like in a saucer or something, and so you dip your finger, your pinky or whatever in the wine, then you put it down on the.
We do it on our
Amazing.
plate, which then makes your plate wet, but we've never had an extra vehicle. That's a good idea.
I usually put a throwaway plastic plate underneath for the Seder, take it away and your plate's still good.
Oh, great idea.
Debbie, Dechem is what the last cattle disease. Dechem.
Cattle disease, Dever.
Air.
Dever, yep.
That's a V
That's
sound.
a
Second
vet.
letter.
Vet.
Vet. Oh, that's a vet. Okay.
And we were always warned, don't lick your fingers. So here you've got this good sweet wine on your finger, but you're not supposed to lick it because you
Right.
don't want to lick the
My
plague.
brother used to pour off a little bit rather than put his finger
Yeah,
in.
I've seen people use spoons. Now, in my house growing up, we were Sephardic. My dad's Sephardic. He wouldn't use wine. He used vinegar and he poured it into the oil, to the
Oh
water.
my!
But we also we didn't dip parsley in salt water. We dipped romaine lettuce into vinegar. Very bitter.
Oh,
So all kinds of different things. I did want to go back and address, some of you had questions about, I'm trying to think where we were. You asked about dots in the middle of letters, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
find it now. I think it would be on this page. Give me a second to see if I can find one. You were asking,
The third one down, I think. The second.
I don't know about this one. He and I didn't talk about the tsadi, but we talked about when you see a dot inside of a letter,
mhm.
for
One
example,
in the Lamed on, let's see, the third paragraph.
Here?
Well, there, yeah, there's one too.
so I don't know about that, but he talked to me. I'm trying to think where we saw it. Because I remember there was one inside of a tav.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway, he said that when you see it me stop the share for a minute. Inside of a tav, that was a sound that used to be made because Arabic and Hebrew were very close. They were almost intertwined way back when. So that's not a sound we really make anymore. But inside of a,
You said
that-
tet.
there are certain ones where it tells you that you will never have that as a initial letter. It's always going to be a final letter. You would never find it at the beginning of a word. And so, like, you never start a word. I don't think there's any words that start with vet, only bet. Gimel is a sound. I think that was another sound that is not used anymore, but it would be like gimel. We don't make those sounds anymore. It's not used in current Hebrew. Trying to think of other ones. Zayin, tet.
We have the tav that has the dot and,
And he says again,
Inside.
that's another one that isn't used anymore.
oh, interesting.
So is everybody okay with the 10 plagues? The Eser Makot, 10 plagues. You can practice saying those maybe you can be the leader. Let everybody else dip, you lead. I wish I had a song for these, I don't.
The way you say 10 plagues is a share machot.
Eser, so when you count in Hebrew,
Eser,
Echad, Shtayim, Shalosh, Arba, Chamesh, Shesh, Sheva, Shmona, Tesha, Eser.
Eser,
Eser is 10.
right,
Makot.
machot.
Notice down the slang of the firstborn is makat. I'm sure there's got to be something there. Mem kaf tav, men chaf tav. Don't know. So got to be something there that's the same. So 10 plagues. Maybe they based it off of the worst plague and they took that word. So
Some people are saying this COVID is a plague.
yeah, very much so. Every year we
Yeah.
like to talk about what are the plagues in our lives.
Yeah.
We are having cicadas in Cincinnati in May. That's going to be
Oh.
another plague.
Oh, I heard on television yesterday, there are gonna be like millions of them all over the country.
It is
Well,
so not
it's
fun.
the 17-year variety, and it's
17-year
mostly
cycle.
northeast.
Yes, it
Yeah,
goes.
in
Somebody told
Maryland.
me from the coast all the way as far west as Chicago, but I don't know if maybe it goes further.
I think then it comes from the other coast too, no, or just the East Coast in?
I
This
was
is the
only
East Coast.
just the East Coast.
Just the East Coast, okay.
So,
Hey.
Very noisy.
and they
Yeah, I
just
kind of
swarm
remember-
at you. They dive bomb you. They're just, I don't think they have very good vision.
And they sneak in your car as you open the door and you drive away. Oh my God, it's in my car.
I got out of my car in college and I parked across from school and they just like hit your face. They dive bomb you.
Oh,
And they're-
no.
And you step outside and you walk on their dead crunchy shells. It's just pretty.
Something to look forward to.
Last summer, we couldn't go out because of COVID, and now we can't go out because of,
Cicadas.
Doesn't
Hey,
last
Maybe
long.
wear those plastic masks for
Yeah, there
COVID.
you go. Then you'll just have little bug guts all over it. All right, we're gonna move on to,
I will see you back in a minute or two.
all right. So now the blessing for Shehechianu for having survived COVID, and we are here at this new holiday. So some of you may be familiar with this, but it's a little bit different to read it. So anybody want to take a try at
I'll-
reading it? All right.
You've got the transliteration up on the screen. I'll have to.
Okay,
cover
but
it.
I want you to cover your screen and try it in the Hebrew. Go ahead, Carol Ann.
I think I know it.
All right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Ha'olam
Yeah.
Asher
You
no
wanna
no
put-
Sheheki Anu Viki Manu
Let's try that again. Let's go slow. Ve.
Vech
So we're on ve It's a kuf.
Veku.
If the dot makes it E. Veki
Veki Imanu.
Yemanu.
Veki Yamanu.
Yep.
Yiki. Yigi.
Starts with a vav.
Vegi.
Vehi.
Vegi.
It's a hey.
Vehi. Gi. Yanu.
Good job.
Latsman. Hazeh.
Good. It says kind of a relaxed z. Lazman hazeh. Good job.
Lazman Hazeh.
Somebody want to read it for us in English?
Oh, well, I have a question.
Yeah.
On the key Imanu, on the English, I was noticing down below, it says the key Manu, but when the Hebrew, when we read it, was the key Yi. There's an extra, the Yud.
See
And
the
another-
apostrophe? That's kind of gives you that stop. The ki manu. The ki manu. Yeah, we do put in a little bit of a stop there. The ki manu.
But there's an extra sound that's not transliterated. that
Correct.
you- Okay.
The person who transliterated it may not have been aware. Well, we'll read it in English and then we'll go back and recite it together.
I can read it in English.
Go for it, Ellen. I'm so proud of you.
You go, girl.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season.
Amen.
Wonderful. All right, let's try reading it together. Baruch
Baruch
atah
Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam
Yanu
This is a pretty intimidating word, but they all have the same vowel. Shechechayanu. It's not really shechechiyanu, which is like what I always learned. It's actually shechechayanu, but squish it together. Shechechayanu, it comes out kind of E.
Well,
So on the last line, Debbie, where it's Lasman, it
Yeah.
has one of those little apostrophe doodads.
This right here. Oh, clicked.
Like you showed me on the Veki Manu
Oh, down here.
on the last line. Yeah. Lasman has that little, yeah, right there. Okay. So why is there one of those thingies there?
These apostrophes.
Yeah.
It's just saying that's how we break the word up. Lazman. So I guess they could run it all together, Lazman, but I often see that they do that, I guess to show the syllable breakup. So here they put a dash, she, and then ran hechianu together. I'm not sure why, but here they broke it up. The ki manu, but I don't know. I'm not sure why they did that. You'd think they would do it for all of the syllables.
It's not consistent. So, but if
Yeah.
you're looking at the Hebrew, the double dot down below the Z thingy.
The zayin?
Yeah. So
Okay,
does that mean the same thing as the apostrophe and in the English transliteration?
It's telling you that you need to put emphasis on it for a syllable. So instead of saying Lazman, it's actually Lazman. Like you just give it a little Lazman. But we say it in a prayer, it kind of gets smushed together. So here's a different example. Manu. Manu. When you do it fast, it comes out Manu, but it's actually Manu. Now here, the Yud doesn't have it. Yanu. So it's just giving it a little bit extra, just a pause. An extra syllable is really what it's doing.
Okay, thank you.
so I have a question too.
Yes?
So for, I guess it's the first word on the second line, So with the 5 dots, that would be an
Yes, I have no idea what these 2 dots are for.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then
They have meaning.
for the second word on the 3rd line, so you have, again, you have that dot at the yud in the 3rd letter there.
I'm not sure what it's for.
Okay.
These are just
So-
things that I go, they mean something to someone, but not to us
Right.
at our
Okay.
level.
What I read about the Sheva is that when it's at the beginning by itself, when it's the beginning of a word, it has that sound as if it's like a vowel. And if it's in the middle by itself, not a double one, but in the middle, it's almost as like a stop where it ends the vowel. So when I read it, when I look at those, to me, that is that tells me that I'm sorry, the end of the syllable, that ends the syllable, it closes the syllable.
So here she's saying for Vekiyamanu, you don't say Vikimanu. You have to put it's not a full vowel. It's just you're giving it Vekiyamanu. It wouldn't have the 3 dots like Melech, but it's more of a Vekiyamanu.
Okay.
But here we don't say Lazeman, we just say Lazman. It's almost like to give it that extra syllable.
But there is a dot next to the tsav.
I don't know, right here.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's for.
Okay.
I think that's just separating the 2 syllables.
It has a meaning. I just don't know
Okay.
what it is. So we
That's
can
advanced
celebrate.
Hebrew.
Yes, more advanced than I am.
Is it like saying taking a breath maybe between the?
I honestly don't know. I'll ask my son the one day to be rabbi what that one is. Let me write that one down.
Next semester, Debbie, next semester.
I'm not teaching it.
How old is the son of yours?
22.
Next teacher.
Thank you.
He did want to go to rabbinic school. That was his goal. He studied Judaic studies for undergrad and said, Mom, I cannot, and he did undergrad in 3 years. Mom, I cannot go to school for 5 more years. Okay, so he looked for a job. COVID hit, couldn't find a job. Now he's in graduate school for 2 years, but his program is different at HUC. It's an intensive 6-week summer course. And then the rest of the year he works, but they have some classes that maybe twice a month they meet in the evening for like a seminar. So it's definitely not like traditional graduate school. So he says, maybe it'll be my second career to be a rabbi. Who knows?
What is he studying?
Jewish nonprofit management.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Very different. He was originally in global studies, kind of like political science.
Yeah.
And dropped that when he moved back to Cincinnati and really wanted to do Judaic studies. But it's not a lot of jobs in Judaic studies.
Oh, my daughter kind of followed, not exactly the same path, but she worked in nonprofit Judaic organizations like Federation.
Yep. So he
Wow.
said, Mom, it's just like there's politics in every job. I learned a lot about political science. I'm using it now. So
Yeah.
All right.
I wish him luck.
Thank you. Do you feel okay about Chef Yanu?
Mhm.
All right.
Can you just say the first word in the 3rd line again?
She, he, ya, nu.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a hey next to a he. But what you're going to hear people say is she, he, yanu. But it's he, but if what you say
that's
is
a start
he,
me up. Okay.
fine. No one is going to correct your pronunciation when you're praying. All right. So the earworm of Passover, Dayenu. So we thought it was important to be able to read these things that, we've been singing for years. So after we read it, we will sing it. And these are only the most popular verses. There's the only ones my family ever sang. There are more. And if you're with a rabbi or a family that's more traditional, they'll sing them all. So anybody want to read the first word?
Diana.
Would have been enough. All right.
Trick question, Debbie.
So is there someone who would like to start reading Dayenu?
I will.
Thank you, Holly.
Ilu Hotsi, Hotsi Anu, Hotsi Anu, me meets Rayim. Hotsi Anu, me meets Rayim, Dayenu.
Nice job. And what I liked about this particular version is it didn't just have like Hotzianu with a 3 next to it. So it actually wrote every word out, which was good. Had God only brought us out of Egypt, Dayenu. Does anybody recognize the word for Egypt in this
Right.
version?
Mitzrayim.
Meets Ryan, exactly.
That's the only word I knew other than Dayenu.
Good job. That's the most important one. You got the context. Would someone be willing to read the second one? Go for it, Elaine.
Ilu Natan, Natan Lanu. Natan Lanu et HaTorah.
Oh, check again.
Net HaShabbat. So I was
There you
trying very hard to read the word, not sing it.
go. I know it's hard.
Et HaShabbat.
Good job.
Natan Lanu et HaShabbat Dayenu.
Nice job. Had God given us Shabbat, it would have been enough, Dayenu. How about the third one? I can see you're kind of looking elsewhere, like, don't call on me.
I'll go
Go
again if
for it,
nobody
Carol
else
Ann.
wants to.
Okay, I'll try.
All right, Ruth.
Ilu Natan Lanu et ha Torah. Natan Lanu et ha Torah. Dayenu.
Dayenu, had God given us Torah? And that's the Torah, Dayenu. You know, and I think it's very gratifying when it's something you've sung, but now you can look at it and you can read it. And I know it's hard to separate them.
Very nice.
Any questions about this one?
The first word in all 3 is
E, so the aleph is silent, but it picks up the E sound. Elu.
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 Tan.
Elu. Natan.
Elu Natan. Natan Lanu.
Yep. Natan Lanu. Et Shabbat. So if you notice, it repeats whatever. Well, these two, Natan keeps repeating. So that's a very helpful. It makes it a little easier to read. Are you ready to sing it?
Sure.
So you can either sing it with us or you can mute yourself, whichever you prefer. Here we go. Ilu Hotsi Hotsi Anu Hotsi Anu Mitzrayim Hotsi Anu Mitzrayim
Dayenu.
Dayenu Here we go. Ilu Natan Lanu Natan et HaShabbat Natan Lanu et HaShabbat Dayenu. Ilu Natan Lanu et HaTorah Natan Lanu et HaTorah Dayenu. Dayenu. Dayenu.
I think the pictures help too.
Debbie,
What?
could you send us a recording of this also?
I sure can.
Thank you.
That'd be great. Thank you.
And I am sure you've heard people say, I know Rabbi Ellen or Debbie Golditch, if you're on Makom Bayachad, has said, Dayenu. So when people say that, it's like, it's not a negative term. It would have been enough. Like, I guess you could use it also negatively. It's not enough that we have COVID, but now that we're going to have cicadas, Dayenu. It would have been enough. So,
Send out, Debbie, send out the one I sent you also, so they have
I
two
was
different.
going to play it for us today, if you're interested.
Oh, okay.
So that's all the slides, but Elaine sent me the Maccabees, which I thought I brought up, but give me a second. It must have come down. The Maccabees, here we go. I will share my screen with you. And here is a Maccabees version of Dayenu. I had seen it. It's a good one.
That is-
Time to open the door for Eliyahu.
Thought that was really cute.
It's
I don't know
very
what they
cute.
charge to come to a Seder, but boy, I'd like to have them.
So as I'm watching this, and as I was listening to last week's class and listen to some of your recordings, I'm going to include recordings in my service this year. I'm going to pick up some of the YouTube recordings, and it's 5 of us. So I think I'm going to do something very different. And I didn't grow up with any of the musical components with singing. My family didn't do that. And I've always I've always wanted that as an adult. So I think I'm just going to pick up different recordings and make it a musical Seder this year.
Sounds like fun, Marlene.
One of them.
That's wonderful.
I think that. yeah.
Making new memories.
And it's a first opportunity really for us to be able to use technology. It's not something that my family would have ever done.
Right. Right. And the other night, in fact, Debbie, I just sent you an email asking you for something from last week. I think it's just the 4 of us this year, but my son's girlfriend, who is not Jewish, but who is also studying Hebrew, and she's probably pretty much at the same level. So I think I'm going to kind of slow it down. And in certain parts of it, like the blessings over the food and the order, I'm going to have us all actually read. Again, because it's, I'm not having any guests other than her. So I think it'll be a nice learning opportunity.
Very nice.
Let us know if you want extras.
You're welcome to come via Zoom, I'm sure. Just bring your own food.
Well, we were actually having this discussion because I really wanted to get together with my whole family, except I am just getting my first vaccine tomorrow, and my son won't have had his yet. But we've already invited people to come via Zoom. So I don't really feel like I'm, at this point, I can say to the people on Zoom, sorry, we're having it all together. So, we're going to have to just make do. But if we get to use some resources that we would have never, ever thought to use in the past. So that concludes our Passover stuff, but we never really did get to work on, we didn't really spend much time on Kiddush for Friday night or Shalom Aleichem. I figured we could use this time to work on one of them.
Okay.
Is there one that you prefer to work on over the other?
I would prefer Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem.
Nice.
We shall do Shalom Aleichem.
And I want to apologize. The reason you're only seeing part of me is if I turn it so you can see me, I can't see the screen when Debbie shares.
I get it.
Okay.
We are not offended.
Apologies for just the head, but
Give me a second to bring it up. It's here somewhere. That one isn't it. Here we go. Well, maybe it doesn't want to show up. Give me a second. Oh, we wanted Shalom Aleichem. I have to give me a minute to find it. That is not the right one.
It's on the back of washing of hands in the pages you sent out.
Got it. Give me a minute to find it. Here we go. I think this is the right one. I sent it out without I'm looking for the one that I made without the transliteration.
Yeah, it's with the one it's 3 things on the page: ritual washing of hands, blessing for the bread, and then Shalom Aleichem.
Give me a moment because I think I had it as a slideshow.
I think it's the one you sent us was either a Word or a PDF.
Yeah, I'm just looking real quick to see where I put it.
I have it in front of me.
I have, it's here. I just have to be able to put my hands on it. Come on. Yes, here it is, because I took out the transliteration.
We can't.
It's not quite what I normally use, but it will work. I believe this is it. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger.
And darker.
What?
And
Darker?
darker.
I don't know if I could do it darker, but
Okay.
If you get rid of the format column, that'll give us more of the main
yeah, I'm
page.
figuring out how to do that.
We can adjust it
go
on
on-
our own
go over
screen
to
at
the
view
right and
options at the
oh.
top of our own screen. If we tap your screen where it says view options and then where it says zoom ratio, you can make the words on your own screen larger.
I don't have that.
You don't have that?
No.
Does it say you were viewing Debbie?
Wait, Debbie just did it. We're good.
All right.
I've never heard of anybody. like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's a little bit blurry. Let me see if I can make it.
Oh,
Is it too blurry?
okay. Deb,
Yes.
if you go to the right hand where it says up in the right hand, click on format and see what happens.
There we go.
And now you can squish that in.
All right.
Well, now,
Is that too small?
You can make
You like it bigger?
That's good. For me, a
Is that good for everybody or you want it bigger?
Little bit bigger,
A little bit bigger. Unfortunately, it doesn't like give me
a little bit.
like it does it for me.
good.
That's good.
All right.
that's beautiful.
All right. So,
I'll start.
all right, Susan, here you go.
Okay, I'm used to singing it, so I'm just going to read it. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Hashabbat. No, Hasha.
A
Right.
sound underneath it. Rate.
Hasharet
Good.
Malachi Elyon. Me Malach
Yeah.
Malachi Ha Malachi
Yeah.
Malyon
Are you right here?
Ham La I don't know Hamlachem
Him.
Hamlachim
Hamalachim.
Hamalachim I'm sorry, I don't know that.
Haka.
Hakam.
It's a Dalit. Haka.
Oh, Hakad. Okay, that's where I'm getting mixed up. Okay. Hakadosh
Yep.
Baruch Hu.
Good job.
I have a
Use that
question.
word Kodesh again.
Yeah.
We know it's something
Baruch
holy.
Hu.
On the
With some-
second line,
Yes.
the Malach, so you do the Lamed with the ah to form one sound. Malke.
Malache. Malache. It's a lot of, again, when you sing it, you sing malache. It's malache, malache. Here's another, it's the same thing, malache. It looks like a lot, but it's not that much. It's just extra dots in there, malache. Good job. Thank you.
Let somebody else go.
Would somebody else like to try this second paragraph? You can do it. I know you can. All right, Elaine.
Bo Achem L'Shalom Malachi Hashalom Malachi Elyon
Great.
Mi Melach.
Melech.
Is the third, I'm putting my pointer thinking you can see it. Mal, is this Leche?
Yes, malache.
Malachi. Ha, no, I'm talking the first word in that sentence. Me melach.
Melech. See, it's
Melech.
got
That's why I
Melech.
was
King. That is a king.
Malachi. Hamlachim.
Oh, I apologize. Part of this word got cut off.
Oh,
Same one is up here.
Hako. Oh, the vowel got cut off.
Yep,
Ha.
it's up here.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Hakodosh. Hakodesh.
Kadosh, you were right.
Okay. Hakadosh. Baruchu.
Good job. Someone like to try the next one? Go for it, Ellen.
All right. Ba Barahu ni.
Good job.
Barahuni. Is that how it's pronounced? Barahuni.
Barahuni, yep.
Barahuni. La Shalom.
Mm-hmm.
Malahim. Malahi.
Try that last sound.
Malache.
There you go.
Ha Shalom.
Yeah.
Malache. Al Yon.
Mm-hmm.
Malache. Melon. No.
You got the middle part. You need to focus on this first syllable.
Me Malone. Is that a nun?
Melech.
Melech. Me Melech. Malache. Ha Shalom.
Try that again.
Ha Malchim. Ha Malchim.
There you go.
Ha Kadosh. Baruchu.
Good job. These are not easy words, ladies. All right. Last.
Baruchu ha. Barachu.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
I'm trying the last one.
Before you go to the last one,
Yes, Elaine.
can you pronounce the second word of the second line of this one?
El Yon.
Okay, thank you.
El Yon. All right, you gonna try it, Ruth?
I'll try it.
All right.
Zat.
It's an A sound.
Sorry.
It says A sound under the Zayin.
Zay. Zay. Chem.
Got it. Zaytchem.
Zaychem. Le Shalom. Mal Ave. Ha.
Look at that last sound. Mal.
Che.
There you go.
Ha Shalom. Mal Ache. Well, if they just keep using that over and over, I'll get it.
Sure do.
El Yon. Mi Melech. Malche. Ha Melachim. Ha Kadosh. Baruch.
Baruch.
Who?
So good job. So if you notice, the only thing that's different on each line is the first line. Malache Elyon, Mimelech, Malache Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruchu. So all you're really reading new is the first line, which is good practice.
I have a question.
Sure, Ellen.
I forget now. But so the mall, I can't remember. But some of them have, I know what it was. On the Malachi, the yud, we don't pronounce that yud on the end.
Correct.
And then,
like the word say, S-A-Y, the A and the Y go together.
Okay. And then you might not know the answer to this, but like, why do some words have final letters and some don't?
I wish I could tell you.
Okay.
We'll have to bring like an experienced Hebrew person in to answer these questions, like the last class.
We'll write down all our questions.
Yep. What tune do you guys frequently, what do you use at your shul?
What, which what? Which Siddur?
No, which Shalom Aleichem, which tune?
Oh.
This-
Oh, which
this-
tune?
Oh, which tune?
Na, na, na,
Uh,
na, na,
The
na, na, na,
traditional
na,
one?
na.
That one.
All right,
Yes.
so let's sing that one.
Okay.
So
I'm
we'll
curious
try it.
the other one.
Okay.
What?
What's the other one?
The one that we've been, we started something a couple years before COVID. On Friday nights, we have a band, a group of us
Oh.
sing, and I'm the tambourine girl. And it goes, I think I sent you the recording. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Nice.
I never sing that part because I'm always making up a harmony for it, but it's different. It's
Got it.
very,
Version.
yeah,
It's pretty when you sing it, Debbie.
Oh, thank
Especially
you.
when you sing it, Debbie, yeah.
So, but since we all know the traditional, why don't we try it?
Okay.
Shalom
Aleichem,
Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, and here you have to like hold it out to make it fit the rhythm. Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Say Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So impressive. We have to have our own choir.
I don't know about that.
As long as I'm not there.
I'll be with Susan.
Carrie.
No, you sang beautifully. Ladies, I am so impressed. You know, I think you all know more than you think you know, many of you. Fantastic. So the next time we gather on Friday, I'm looking for my lesson plan, which seems to be escaping my screen at the moment. Give me just a second to, seems like I'm missing a folder, but we'll go out and come back in. But I want to give you a heads up. I will be sending you for the next part. Here it is. I didn't scroll up far enough. So, nope, that's not what I wanted. We are meeting on March 19th. We're going to do Shalom Alechem, but we're going to do the Baruch Hu and the Shema, and then I'll add in, well, I'll adjust it. So I'll probably be sending you Baruch Hu, Shema, which will probably work on the first paragraph. We'll do the first paragraph, and then I may end up sending you Vishamru. So, but fantastic work.
Thank you, Debbie.
Question for you. You can just privately chat me. Are you okay? For Passover, I kept us all as a group. Is that, you can tell me, I like it, I prefer small group. Well, I just felt for Passover, it seemed better to stay as a group. They weren't super long prayers.
Oh,
I prefer
I like
staying
the
in a
group.
large group.
I think we're a small enough group to stay together.
Yeah,
That's what I prefer too.
Okay.
I think
The
it works
group's just
well.
the right size.
yeah.
I think it
please,
You all
but
fit
there's-
on one screen.
Yeah, there's
Well.
people. Are there a couple people missing today, though?
Yes, we do have a couple friends missing. I knew one person was going to be out. So Leanne isn't here with us. Marlene isn't here. I think I knew she
I'm
was
here.
going.
I'm
Oh,
here today.
Marlene's here.
I came in late.
oh, Marlene's here. Sorry. Terry Teenhouse isn't here. Teenhouse isn't here. Teenhouse. Karen Weiner, I knew wasn't going to be with
Oh,
us.
you did know
Roberta.
that. Okay.
So we're 10. So we're missing one person, couple people, two people. So
Leah,
But it's a nice
we're
person.
missing Leah.
Leah's not here.
Leah and Terry and Karen.
So 3.
So
So
that takes us up to
we're
12.
normally 11.
Well, Terry, there's another Terry?
Yeah, we're 12 actually. Yes, there's a Terry teen house.
Oh, okay.
So fantastic job, all of you. We'll stay in
Thank you.
a large group, and if it works out that there are, you want to practice a little bit more, but we've got a pretty tight schedule to get to everything by the end of the year. But you guys flew by today. Nice job.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you.
Debbie.
When does class, when does
Thank you,
class
Debbie.
end?
When does it end? Let me tell you. I believe in May.
May sometime,
And I'm looking. Nope. The last class is June 4th.
Okay.
And the material, I sent 2 people materials, hard copies. Elaine, were you one of them?
Yes,
Did
please.
did I send you up through Passover?
Yes,
So I need to send you more hard copies for the next part.
right.
Yes, and if you include me as well, I have really appreciate receiving the material through Passover.
Well, we've gotten it. So you're saying you need it through Passover? I'm sending out.
No,
this
no, no,
After.
after.
All
Yeah,
right. And Terry, did I send to you before?
yes.
Okay, perfect. Then I have your address.
And I'm
Can I
just,
be on that list too? I'd like to be receiving. I'd like to be on the receiving end.
What are we, what
This
are
is
we?
for
rece-
people who can't, ideally it really was meant for people who don't have access to a printer.
Oh, you're sending hard copies.
Yes, I would. need
Oh,
that.
okay.
Oh, in the mail, in the old
Yeah.
fashioned?
In the mail.
No.
You all are going to get the next part by email, but it's just
Email's fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
That's
Debbie. I
what I thought.
misunderstood. Thank you.
not a problem.
Debbie, again, could you please email out the food blessings from last week? Because I don't think that was on any of the attachments.
I will
Got
send
it.
it.
Thank you.
Debbie, thank you. I've got to go.
Goodbye, Ruth.
Thank-
I'll send-
Debbie, do you want to stay on and practice that?
I do. I do.
Okay.
I'll send the food blessings. I'll send the Dayenu. I'll sing Dayenu.
Great.
And I'll see you next week.
Now,
Okay.
Marlene, I just
Thank
wanted to
you.
remind
Bye,
that
everyone.
buzzer
Have a
out
good
so everyone
weekend.
can-
Bye, everybody.
Shabbat shalom. Bye.
Shabbat shalom.
Can I say something?